Is she to be buried in Christian burial when she wilfully seeks her own salvation? I tell thee she is, therefore make her grave straight. The crowner hath sat on her, and finds it Christian burial. How can that be, unless she drowned herself in her own defence? Never mind that. Fetch me a stoup of liquor. Look, Horatio, this man seems happy at grave-making. Custom hath made it in him a property of easiness. 'Tis even so, the hand of little employment hath the daintier sense. Odd, a skull, and I had been informed that the jester had been removed from his grave already. That skull had a tongue in it and could sing once. How the knave jolts it to the ground as if it were Cain's jawbone that did commit the first murder. It might be the pate of a politician, which this arse now overreaches. One that would circumvent God, might it not? Whose grave is this, sirrah? Mine, sir. I think it be thine indeed, for thou liest in it. But who did it belong to before thee? This same skull, sir, was Yorick's skull, the king's jester. This? Even that. Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him. Horatio, tell me one thing. What's that, my lord? Dost thou think Alexander looked on this fashion in the earth? Even so. And smelt so? Pah! Even so, my lord. Here come the king, queen, and courtiers. This funeral is truly unfitting even for the dead. This person must have taken its own life. 'Twas of some estate. We should depart, but let us watch a while from afar. What ceremony else? My lord, she killed herself. She would have been tossed into some field to rot with flints and pebbles to cover her, if it were not for the king's orders to bury her hither. Lay her in the earth, and from her fair and unpolluted flesh may violets spring. I tell thee, churlish priest, a ministering angel shall my sister be when thou liest howling. What? The fair Ophelia? Thou believe thy grief over the death is even comparable to that which I feel presently? Thou art a fool. Thou could never have loved her more than I. Thou art mad. Do not fear, Laertes. Remember our plan. Horatio, I must confess, the ship that was meant to bear me to England was not truly attacked by pirates. I read the letter that Rosencrantz kept to give to the King of England ordering for my execution, and swapped it for one ordering for theirs. I cannot say that I am sorry for their deaths, if indeed they don't escape, as they betrayed me, or at least they desired to. However, I must say that I am truly sorry for Laertes. I understand that he seeks to avenge his father, but I wish for us to be friends once again. Your lordship is right welcome back to Denmark. I humbly thank you, sir. Sweet lord, if your lordship were at leisure, I should impart a thing to you from his majesty. Of course, sir. Put your bonnet to his right use. 'Tis for the head. I thank your lordship. It is very hot. No, believe me, 'tis very cold. It is indifferent cold, my lord, indeed. But yet methinks it is very sultry and hot for my complexion. Exceedingly, my lord, it is very sultry, as 'twere, I cannot tell how. My lord, I am not here to discuss the temperature. I would only say unto thee, that your majesty has laid a great wager on your head. It is just that a fellow named Laertes hath newly come to court. He is an absolute gentleman, full of most excellent differences. Why do we talk of Laertes, and what wager doth thou speak of? Laertes hath challenged thee to a duel. What's his weapon? Rapier and dagger. That's two of his weapons. But well, thou wilt be given French rapiers and poniards with their assigns. Tell the king that I will not attend the duel, nor will I partake in the fight. This lorping runs away with the shell on his head. My lord, the king sends to know if your pleasure hold to play with Laertes, or that you will take longer time. I expect that I must do as the king requests. The king and queen are all coming down. In happy time. Give me your pardon, sir. I've done you wrong, but pardon it as you are a gentleman. This presence knows, and you must needs have heard, how I am punished with sore distraction. I did not wish to kill thy father. I am satisfied in nature, whose motive in this case should stir me most to my revenge. Will this brother's wager frankly play? Give us the foils. Come on. Come, one for me. Hamlet, if thou art to win the first or second hit, then I will prepare thee a goblet of wine with a fine gem within, that thou canst drink in celebration. 1. No? Judgment? A hit, a very palpable hit. Here, Hamlet, take a sip of this wine. Thou hast won the first hit. I'll play this bout first. Let it by a while. Another hit? What do you say? A touch, I do confess it. Our son shall win. He's fat and scant of breath. Hamlet, I drink to thy luck. Gertrude, do not drink. It is the poisoned cup. It is too late. My lord, I'll hit him now. I don't think it. Part them. They are incensed. Look to the queen. They bleed on both sides. How is it, Laertes? Why, as a woodcock to mine own springe, Osric, I am justly killed with mine own treachery. Mother, how dost thou? Let the door be locked. Treachery, seek it out. Claudius, thou hast killed my father, and thou would kill me. Laertes' sword was poisoned, by you, I expect. So must have been the wine. Come, drink the wine. Heaven make thee free of it. I follow thee. I am dead, Horatio. Mother, you that look pale and tremble at this chance. Horatio, if thou loves me, pass the goblet. There is this sight. What is it you would see? If aught of woe or wonder, cease your search. This quarry cries on havoc. My lord, I will explain the poor tale of this scene, but Hamlet must be buried, for he hath undergone such woe that any other would falter at merely hearing. For so many days he hath toiled with guilt sent forth by the death of his father, and it hath led to this gruesome sight that lays before thee. Let Hamlet be borne like a soldier to his grave.